Tense moment outside of Chase Bank in Portland, Oregon, as a security guard is forced to draw down on a violent group of anti-police rioters. Plywood and chain link fencing once again becoming a common sight on the streets of several major cities in the Pacific Northwest. Last week, rioters set fire to an occupied federal courthouse in downtown Portland. Thankfully, the flames were extinguished without any injuries. Meanwhile, the city's mayor, Ted Wheeler, is struggling to control not only the riots, but a surge in violent crime across Portland. Wheeler recently announced he would seek $2 million of funding for police and other agencies. The request is an about-face for the city, which last year voted to cut nearly $16 million from the law enforcement budget. So is the city of Portland reaping what it has sown? Joining me now is journalist Andy Ngo. He's the author of Unmasked: Inside Antifa's Radical Plan to Destroy Democracy. Andy, good to see you.
Thank you for having me on.
There's been very little national media coverage, no surprise, of the current riots going on in Portland and Seattle. When did they get going, Andy? What kicked this off?
They've been going since George Floyd died last year. It's just that the media, the national legacy media, only paid attention when they could use it to blame on Trump, as they did in July last year. And as the riots continued on and Trump went out of office and the riots still continue, they don't focus on that anymore. So in Portland now, we've had 4 straight days of protests, most of which have turned to riots. That footage that you showed of the people trying to break inside the Chase Bank, that happened last Thursday. And then the following night, rioters damaged severely the exterior of the federal courthouse. This is the same one that they, for a month last year, day in and day out, try to set on fire to burn it down. And the sad thing is they went to attack this facility as soon as officials removed the protective barriers that were up for more than 8 months. And as of today, the fencing has now gone back up.
Rioters in Portland are continuing to target that federal courthouse, Andy. We see that they tried to set it on fire, from what we understand. What is the significance of this courthouse in downtown Portland? It seems that they keep targeting this.
They target it because they hate America and they don't recognize the rule of law. And so courthouses, police stations, anything that has to do with criminal justice system, they view as targets and as fit to set on fire, to vandalize, and to destroy. This is on top of the routine damage that they do to businesses that already have been struggling for almost a year now because of COVID-19 related restrictions and policies. So as I've said before, they're really trying to push cities like Portland and Seattle past the point of return so that recovery is impossible, so that they can move in the power vacuums and create autonomous zones, as they did in Seattle last year, as they did in December in Portland. There's an ongoing autonomous zone right now in Minneapolis.